Today, we will dive into a question that many of us have struggled with at some point in our lives. Why did God break my heart? Heartbreak is a universal human experience that often leaves us feeling confused and questioning God's role in our suffering. But as with all things, there is a purpose, a divine tapestry woven for our growth and closeness to God. Together, we'll explore the wisdom of Scripture and seek to understand how our broken hearts can lead us to restoration and renewal. First, God's heartbreak as a path to deeper faith. In Psalm 34:18, we read, "The Lord is near to the brokenhearted and saves the crushed in spirit." This verse reminds us that God does not abandon us in our pain. Heartbreak can become an avenue to draw nearer to Him, leading to a stronger, more reliant faith. When our hearts are broken, we may feel distant from God, but His Word assures us that He is closest to us during these times. God uses these moments of pain to reveal His presence and sufficiency. Our heartbreak becomes a dwelling place where God can strengthen our faith and reaffirm His commitment to us. In times of heartbreak, lean into God rather than away from Him. Seek His comfort through prayer and Scripture, allowing these experiences to cultivate a deeper trust in His plans. Let your broken heart bridge the gap to a more robust, enduring faith. While our heartbreak can draw us closer to God, it also plays a transformative role in our lives. Secondly, there is transformation through heartbreak. Romans 5:3-4 tells us, not only that, but we rejoice in our sufferings, knowing that suffering produces endurance, and endurance produces character, and character produces hope. This passage speaks to the transformative power of challenges, including emotional pain and heartbreak. Heartbreak reshapes us, molding our character to reflect more of Christ. It teaches us resilience, nurtures our character, and fosters hope. God allows our hearts to break so we can learn to endure, develop patience, and cultivate a spirit that relies on Him for strength and direction. Allow heartbreak to refine you. Embrace it as an opportunity for personal growth and transformation. As you navigate the pain, pray for understanding and discernment to see how God is shaping you through this experience. Trust in His promise to use all things for your good and His glory. As we transform through heartbreak, we should also look for the greater purpose God is orchestrating in our lives. So, now to our last point to consider. Discovering God's greater purpose. In Proverbs 19:21 we read, "Many are the plans in a person's heart, but it is the Lord's purpose that prevails." God has a master plan that includes every aspect of our lives, even our heartaches. Sometimes the pain of a broken heart redirects us toward a purpose greater than our own understanding. God uses our experiences to pivot us to His divine will, guiding us to paths we might not have chosen for ourselves, but that are ultimately for our greater good and His purpose. Seek to understand the lesson and direction God is providing through your heartbreak. Pray for clarity and be open to His lead, trusting that even your deepest pain has a purpose in His grand design. Align your heart with His will and know that He is crafting your story for something extraordinary. Dear friends, while the breaking of a heart is a painful journey, let us remember it is never the end. It is God's way of inviting us into a deeper relationship with Him, transforming our lives and guiding us toward a purpose beyond our imagination. Embrace your heartbreak as an opportunity to grow in faith, character, and purpose. Turn to God in your pain, allowing Him to guide and transform you. Trust in His promise that He is near to the brokenhearted, and let your experiences draw you into a fuller understanding of His love and will for your life. May we all find solace and strength in His presence as He mends our broken hearts and leads us to new horizons.